Hey everybody, welcome once again to a Low on Health year-end review. This going over the anime we watched in 2024, which once again is one of the main things that we very much enjoy, and I would say one of the things that technically we vibe with maybe the most to a certain degree, or like that definitely was one of the things when we first got together was looking into each other, like your anime preferences definitely had mattered a bunch back in the day. Compared to movies or TV or game, like really anime would have been, considering we both work and go to anime conventions.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the main thing.
Yeah.
But let's just go over real quick what we went over. Watched in 2024. Once again, we watched roughly 41 TV series.
Jesus.
We
watched more anime than we did regular
now,
TV,
keep in mind, it does get very murky comparing how long seasons are, how much time. Yes,
but still, as far as, like, different
And I definitely
series,
watched more...
We watched more anime.
I watched more stuff than you.
Yeah, there were a few series you watched that I didn't...
obscure a little bit.
Which is always
funny. But once again, our number one is going to be Dan Dan Dan, which, of course, was just, like, for us, came out of nowhere, was just very interesting and different and just so good. And Oshinoko, which once again hadn't heard about it and just blew us away. Right? Or no?
I didn't watch the first couple episodes, but then I was like, wait, what's going on? This looks cool.
Did we go back and I don't recall.
No. Okay. I didn't see the beginning, but that's fine.
Yeah. But how it's just done is just so well.
Many such cases, actually.
Basically, once again, a series we normally would not have watched an Idol. But then it's not really an Idol series.
Not really.
And then we have Kaiju number 8, which once again could have gone bad, but no, it was actually very good, and it's just like
it was cool that the main character is not like a teenager.
Yeah, it's basically
for once.
Adult,
he's like a 30-something,
which is just really cool.
Or 20-something. I don't know.
It might actually be 30. Yeah. And then we have one of our many Chinese things which we started watching, Link Click, which
Donghua. That's what they're called.
Which we heard about Link Click, heard about it every now and then, and watched it, and it is fantastic.
Is it Donmei? Isn't it Donmei? Are they gay? Aren't they? Nobody knows.
But no, it's one of the coolest premises of like murder mystery type stuff that is just will keep you guessing, keep you engaged, and it's just very well done. If you could watch it, definitely watch like Link Click just to get an idea of something different that's not like Japanese anime or like American like animation.
Yeah, the premise is excellent too. They both have superpowers. One can jump into photos and the other can see the past 24 hours
of a photo or something.
48 hours in a photo. I don't remember the exact
It's just a really cool premise and it's just done really well. Next one we have is Soul Leveling. So this would be season 1 of your typical power fantasy like thing, and once again, people just understand why it's done so well, because this has been done a bunch of different times. But
Jinu the Aura Farmer.
But for some reason, but it is just compelling. It is just
it's good.
Done.
Like it is incredibly popular for a reason. If you have been thinking about checking it out, definitely do.
And then we of course have Odd Taxi, which is an older series.
Weird, but so cute.
That I just very much enjoyed, and you kind of be turned off by the art style or like what's going on. But I kind of figured out what was going on. But it's just very cool and interesting. And if you like that smaller like Drilla, Bakano, Key type of smaller series of just this is what's happening in a very small town or city block about like just crime and how people get along, I just found it to be very good. And then we have Plus Size Elf, which is the classic like Ichi type of stuff that I'll get into once a year of just an overweight elf because she comes here and she loves the food, gets fat, has to lose it. And then we have all the different type of monster archetypes, the like fantasy style characters that just get fat from eating too much and whatnot.
And again, this is his top 10, not quite mine.
Yeah.
I remember that one. That was so silly. She's just like, potato.
She loves
fried potato. Yeah. She loves potato chip. Not potato chips, fries.
We have also Terminator Zero, which once again is one of those things where it's like, do we really need another Terminator type animated type of thing? And this one was also just very good if you consider it just like an AU. And
it was really good. I wanted to like it more than I did, though. Like, I really wanted to like it more than I did because I love Terminator.
But it wasn't like horrible.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. No, it wasn't horrible at all. I just had, I guess, higher expectations for it than it met. But it's not bad by any stretch.
And then we have How I Attended an All-Guy Mixer.
The straight person's yaoi.
Which is, like a straight yaoi, which is basically like saying, like, a straight gay show where basically...
So cute.
Basically, like, these ladies that like to dress up in drag for their bar go to like a mixer, like a meetup with other people to like date and whatnot.
They work at a host club that the women are cosplaying as men.
But then they go to a mixer right after work, so they're meeting up with these dudes who are like, oh, well, are these chicks, or we're trying to meet up with chicks? Okay, but no, it's like, oh, we just came from work, we're in our work clothes. Like, oh, okay, we can get around that, and it's just the hijinks that ensue.
So
and
cute.
It's so it could have gone a really stupid way of just being a stupid anime, but it's actually done really well because they're like adults about it and stuff. It's
really, really cute. And yeah, once again, it's not about high schoolers. It's they're adults.
College kids.
They're all college age.
Yeah. And then going down here, we're going to go over the rest that we watched. We, of course, got the top 9 that I have up there. Once again, I mentioned Dr. Stone. I kind of gave up on. Spy Family still good. Shield
Hero is okay.
Buchigiri wasn't waste our time. We have
Buchigiri, man, they fumbled the bag on Buchigiri so hard.
This one, which was just really funny because it basically was just trying to sell you Japanese snacks.
Sagashikashi, yeah.
Also this year, because I heard there were going to be another season of like a Motonagari type thing, I decided to finally get caught up. So I watched all the different arcs. This is where like how much anime I actually watched, because these are all just individual arcs, and I was trying to keep track of them and just kind of give my thoughts on them.
They're interesting and also boring.
Yeah.
The art style
just so
is really cool.
And then we have, of course, the Demon Slayer training arc, which wasn't that great except for the end, which everybody will, if you watched it, you know.
Yeah.
And then we actually did start watching Ray Zero, which is just one of those things that has like the super highs and super lows, like, and that's what we wrote. But the idea is like it is a good series, but like it runs in place for so long that it's, I don't know. We also got there's your Tasagari
out of focus. Yeah, this is so cute.
Which is our typically yaoi series. We're like, okay, it's got to follow these characters, but no, it follows like three different couples, which was really cool.
We thought it was just about one. But no, surprise, it's about 3 different couples, and they're all so cute. It's a very, very wholesome yaoi. I love it.
Isekai Suicide Squad, which once again DC Animation has been doing a very good job over the last couple years. Boku no Hero 7, it's like 7th season, I believe. It's like, pretty much like the best because it had all the cool moments because we're tying up everybody's loose ends.
I think there's probably just 1 season left.
Uzumaki wasn't that great.
Uzumaki.
Once again, no one goes through all these, but technically I am. The CG Gundam on Netflix is just really cool and just like small and short.
There were a couple of times where I was like, is that live action? Oh, whoa, it's not.
But it was just really cool to see
excellent.
like the Xeon perspective. And it's like, if you have Netflix and you like Gundam, just give it a watch. Kenshin, I got my fan service anime, more Bleach, more Damachi, which I gave up on because it got stupid Blue Lock, which we all know is a joke. Slime also gave up on a lot more anime because it gets to a point of like, oh, what's happening in this? And then this is why I'm hoping like other series we watch like Solo Leveling doesn't end up getting that mundane, which I don't believe it will.
I don't think so. Also, Solo Leveling, the source material is a Korean novel.
Yeah.
So
it's different.
We're seeing a lot more of that lately, and I really appreciate that. We're getting a lot more stuff based on Korean novels.
Well, I mean, look, even like Three Body Problem. That's also not us. So the idea is like
that's based on a Chinese.
So we're getting
trilogy.
More stuff like that, which is just very cool to have different stories and different like styles and types of stories being told. Which is very nice and refreshing for once.
Yeah, because we're used to seeing all of the same old tropes and settings and set pieces and character archetypes from Western media. And so, yeah, it feels just very refreshing to see stuff from different cultures, whether it's Korea or Japan or China. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm highly enjoying that a lot.
But once again, that's the anime that we watched for 2024. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.